Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about skeletal tissue. In skeletal tissue, we are going to discuss about bone and cartilage. Okay, they help in the formation of skeleton. Now, children, I am going to first tell you about bone. Bone. Okay, bone is very strong and non-flexible connective tissue. A compact bone consists of living bone cells called osteoblast. Children, you are seeing in the picture, this is what osteoblast. This osteoblast is arranged in the form of concentric rings in the matrix. Here, the matrix is very hard, made of phosphorus and calcium. Okay, children. Osteoblast embedded in firm calcified matrix. The osteoblasts are contained in lacunae. Lacunae means spaces. You are seeing the spaces, okay, between two osteoblasts, which are arranged in concentric circles. These osteoblasts, they are arranged in concentric circles, and you are seeing the spaces are there. Okay, throughout the matrix the spaces are there. The lacunae are also traversed by nerves and blood vessels. Okay, what is coming out from these lacunae? Nerves and blood vessels. The blood vessel passing through them provide nutrients to the cell osteoblast. Okay, because cell require the nutrients, so this lacunae, they are bringing blood vessel. What is there in the blood? Food, and that food is provided to the osteoblast and help exchange of material. Okay, the matrix, as I told you, is very hard. It is composed of 30% organic materials and 70% inorganic bone salt. What is there in bone salt? Phosphorus and calcium and organic glycoprotein. Okay, children. These inorganic salts are responsible for the hardness of the bone. Clear, children? Now we are coming to the another type of bone, that skeletal tissue. Sorry, bone. I said another type of skeletal tissue, that is cartilage. Okay. First you see this. This is what? Cartilage. The cartilage is a hard but flexible skeletal tissue. It is hard. It gives shape to the it is present in our nose. It gives shape to the nose, but it is little flexible. It is more flexible than the bone. Bone is not flexible at all. It is flexible. Okay. It is consisting of living cells embedded in a matrix. You are seeing the matrix is there, and it is embedded in the matrix, and these cells are living. Okay. The cartilage occurs at the ends of this tissue occurs in very few parts of the body. In humans, the cartilage occurs at the ends of long bones, the pinnae of ears, the ends of nose, in the walls of respiratory duct. We also call that trachea. Okay, within intervertebral disc between two vertebrae, it is there. In sharks and rays, also you will learn in other lessons. In shark and rays, the entire skeleton is made up of cartilage. Okay, in shark and rays, their skeleton is made of cartilage. What is the function of this cartilage? Cartilage is more compressible than bone. It absorbs stresses like jerk take place, so it absorbs those jerks and provides flexibility to the body part. Just you touch your ear, you can squeeze it, okay, and you can move your nose tip, just because of this tissue. What is that tissue? Cartilage. Okay, children. Now we are going to discuss about another tissue, that is tendon. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about tendon and ligaments. First I will discuss about tendon. Tendons are cord-like. Cord means they are made of fibers. Very tough inelastic bundle of white collagen fibers. Okay, so they are cord-like. Cord, all you know, like thick rassi. Very tough, very strong, inelastic, no elasticity is there, and they are made of fibers. Okay, the cells present in the tendons are elongated, which lie in almost continuous row. Okay, one after another the cells are in the form of fibers, and the cells they found almost in the form of continuous rows. Okay, the tendons connect the skeletal muscles with the bone. Children, not too much is given in our book, so we are going to discuss only little about tendon. That the tendon, what is the function? It joins muscles with the bone. Now next is ligament. Okay, ligaments are also cord formed by tendons are formed by white collagen fibers. They are formed by yellow elastic tissues. So elastic tissues are there, means flexibility is there, in which many collagen fibers are bound together. The tissue combines strength with great flexibility. This tissue gives strength as well as great flexibility. The ligaments serve to bind the bones together. What is the function of ligament? It binds two bones together. Okay, sometime you must have heard that like twisted anyone's ankle twist, what the doctor says, that ligament rupture is there. So what is ligament? Ligament, they are fibrous tissues and they are flexible. They give a strength and flexibility. Okay, and what is their function? To join two bones together. Okay, children. Now one more thing I would like to show you, this different types of connective tissue in your arm. First you are seeing just below the skin the fat tissue is there. What we also call that adipose. Clear? Just below the skin. Now this is cartilage. Around the long bone, just you see the blue color, the cartilage is there, and the structure of cartilage is this. Now next is this bone. This is bone. Okay, the tissue, and you have just now read about matrix and the osteoblast cells. After this is blood. Blood is also there. Blood, and you have learnt about blood, that it contains plasma, liquid matrix, and in liquid matrix these cells are embedded, WBC, RBC and platelets. Okay, after that this is loose connective tissue, and packing tissue we also call. It is lying here, and then this is what? Fibrous connective tissue, tendon. Tendon, what is the function of tendon? I told you, it joins muscle with the bone, and ligament, it joins two bones together. Okay, children.